to Timor Leste, one of the world's last undiscovered destinations. Pristine, spectacular, and an adventure traveller's paradise. Timor is a great place for a motorcycle tour. One, because the scenery here is so spectacular and so unique, but two, on a practical level, because some of the roads are so rough, a bike is actually the best way to get around. In fact, there are places here that a four-wheel drive can't go, but the humble, nimble motorcycle can. And today, I'm catching up with Dave Carlos from Tmore Adventures. Hi Dave, and he is about to take me on an epic journey around the country, and I'm so excited. I was in good hands. Dave and his wife Shirley have been running motorcycle tours in East Timor for years, and in an increasingly discovered world, riding here is a rare opportunity to experience an exotic, raw and natural environment full of surprises.
Well, it's times like these really where a motorcycle's the best way to get around.
The 12-day fully guided and supported tour takes you out of the capital and into the districts, where you'll stay in local homestays and remote villages and meet people who live as they have done for hundreds of years, sustainably and off the land. Why did you actually start coming to Timor and then doing motorcycle tours for people?
I suppose we were very keen to do something that really helps grow our economy, really helps give people a fair go. This is local produce, and by buying this, you're putting money directly back into local communities. $1 into a family has a profound effect. It means they're able to buy stuff that they weren't able to buy before and see a future. But as you might have noticed, the roads can be a little rough. The bikes are great because pretty much they can go anywhere. As a matter of fact, they can pretty much go anywhere even a four-wheel drive can't. They're not super fast, but they're designed for this country. They're bulletproof in their design. They tolerate the fuel that you find in the little plastic bottles. They're very easy to fix. They're low geared, so they'll pull up through the mountains and through the rivers there, and I think they're a wonderful bike. They're not the bike I'd ride in Australia, but I wouldn't ride anything else here. You've got these mountains and these beautiful stretches of coast, and then these beautiful plateaus in between, and so you see the change in vegetation even in the space of an hour of travelling. And in Australia or other places, as you know, you've got to travel days sometimes to see that kind of change.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You'll bring home some great stories, and it's even more rewarding knowing that your holiday has had a positive impact on the people here. Being on a bike also allows you to see, smell and interact with the land in a really unique way, which you couldn't do if you were travelling in a car or a bus. So is this our village stop for the night? Home away from home. Our stay in the village seemed to go so quickly, and before we knew it, it was a new day on a new road to a completely new destination. And today on the road, I bumped into a fellow motorcycle tourist in Timor, Mr. Morgan Parker, who looks 100 times more kitted up and more serious than I am. But hey, what have your impressions been about?
I had this huge sense of anticipation before I arrived, and as I crossed across the border from West Timor into Timor Leste, I wasn't at all disappointed. Every historical perception you have of it is now out of date. The roads and the scenery here is just so epic, and when you get here you're overwhelmed by the postcard every 5 seconds as you're riding along. It can actually become quite distracting, it's so beautiful. You get this amazing diversity of travelling along steep cliff sides that go hundreds of metres down into the ocean, reminiscent of the Amalfi coastline in Italy, and then you also have these wonderful mountain scenes as well. And it's all in a really compact package, so you can do these things in a matter of days. You don't have to go these huge long distances to see the diversity. I've arrived in Timor Leste after travelling through 8 countries on my way from Hong Kong to Brisbane for charity.
We decided to spend a day on the bikes with Morgan and support his wheel-to-wheel charity expedition and join in on a rally where travellers, expats and locals alike took to the roads for an awesome day riding to champion a Timorese cause.
There's livestock, there's people, there's cars, trucks, buses, bikes.
Goats, chickens, potholes.
Everything. You know, it makes it really interesting and it also makes it intense. But that's why we love coming here. The road is spectacular, particularly this road because it's so winding, as it cuts across the mountains, looking out to the ocean. So it's both spectacular and challenging. If you're looking for something that is new, undiscovered, and is potentially going to become one of the world's more recognisable motorcycling destinations, then get into Timor Leste now to be part of that beautiful embryonic nation of discovery before it's too late.
All the tracks in Timor-Leste are roads less travelled, but being a pioneer is the thrill. For those of you who don't want to ride or jump on the back, four-wheel driving is another great way to traverse this amazing country. If you're a four-wheel drive enthusiast, you are going to love this country. It's as if the whole place was designed as a four-wheel drive playground. You'd better come prepared with an army of able bodies because there are often obstacles all over the road, so better get to it. Part of your adventure will be finding your way around or getting out of near hopeless mud traps. Which is why it's really important to be prepared and to check the road conditions with the locals before you set off. As we discovered the hard way, after a few days of rain, some of the roads literally wash away and tracks become impassable.
There is no road.
That is the biggest pothole I've ever seen. Which is why, for me, the hardy little Honda 160 is the clear winner. Inspired? Why not book your own trip to Timor-Leste today? Flights depart daily from major capital cities, connecting to Dili through Darwin, Denpasar and Singapore. Do more, see more and experience more in Timor.